Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's Beer Reviews. Hope you're doing well today. I am back in England after a couple of weeks in America. Had a fantastic time. Catching up with sleep. As anyone knows, jet lag is a bit of an issue when you're doing a lot of flights, especially cross-Atlantic ones. So I'm catching up. Back to work tomorrow morning, so that's going to be interesting. It's Halloween. It's the 31st of October, and as it's Halloween, I'm going to do a pumpkin beer. Pumpkin's obviously synonymous with Halloween, and I'm going to review one of the beers that I brought back from the States with me, and this is from Night Shift Brewing, who are in Massachusetts, which is where I spent most of my time in America. And these guys are from Everett in Massachusetts, and this is their Pumpkin Pie Scraper. Coming in at 7% ABV, described as pumpkin ale with vanilla beans, spices, maple syrup and lactose. 7%. There is the artwork. There is the Night Shift Owl logo. There's quite a few bars in and around Massachusetts that stocked Night Shift beers. And I did enjoy one or two of them. I wanted to bring this one back with me, so I didn't actually get around to drinking it. But yeah, great artwork. Pumpkin Pie Scraper. What's it say about it? It says pumpkin ale with pumpkin puree, maple syrup, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg and vanilla beans. It says how many pies make a pie scraper? We couldn't agree on an answer, so we made this pumpkin pie beer instead. Pumpkin Pie Scraper sips with notes of toasted marshmallow, pumpkin, fall spices and maple syrup. So yeah, sounds great. Let's get stuck into this. I can't remember the last time I had a decent pumpkin ale. This is very much got a pumpkin colour to it. I kind of expected this to be dark, but that is very much pumpkin spice colour. So to be fair to it, leave it there so we can see it. Excellent artwork. But this is in the glass, slightly hazy, amber coloured ale. Certainly got that pumpkin orange look to it. Let's get me snouting, see what the aromas are telling us. Oh wow, yeah, distinctive pumpkin spice. Cinnamon, vanilla. Oh goodness, that smells incredible. I'm a fan of pumpkin spice. I do enjoy a good pumpkin spice coffee this time of year. But there's something about like having it warm and the milk and the coffee, it always works. Is this going to work in a beer? I'm not too sure. It's certainly spicy, it's sweet. I'm either going to love this or I'm going to hate it. This could be an interesting one. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Cheers. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's really actually rather nice. A pumpkin spice ale, like I say, we don't get many pumpkin beers over here in the UK. We just don't. It's just not something that's really done. There's been a few half-assed attempts over the years. I know Witchwood did one. They did the pumpkin, the King Pumpkin years ago. I don't think you can get that one anymore, but it was nothing compared to this. There is so much pumpkin and cinnamon gone into this in particular. I think they said there was a bit of lactose, didn't it? Yeah, lactose. There's that syrup, there's maple syrup as well. Everything it says on the tin really comes through. Now, the lactose gives it a really nice body, which I think stops it from becoming too sweet, because there's like barley wine characteristics to this beer. But what the lactose does and the vanilla, it kind of balances it out. It balances the spice and the sweetness of the maple syrup, and it makes it a really smooth and actually quite easy drinking beer. It's hiding the 7% ABV very well. So up front is pumpkin spice, and cinnamon. And then when you get to kind of mid palate, it develops and a bit more of the maple syrup characteristic comes through. And on the back end, there's a touch of vanilla. So it's all up front, really. It's all up front, and the vanilla just kind of balances it out at the back end. It just keeps it drinkable. It keeps it quite enjoyable, because this could have been very sweet, but it's not. Oh, that's actually really tasty. I'm going to get the rest of this into the glass. There might be a little bit of sediment at the bottom of this one. Get it in there. Nothing too mental. Nothing too mental. It's pretty well, it's like it's been filtered. No hops or anything. No sediment really floating around in that one. I've got the bottom of it in there. See if it's changed the aroma at all. Oh, it's made it a little bit stronger, if anything. Excuse me, bit gassy. Bit more vanilla on that mouthfeel. If anything, it's getting creamier. The maple syrup, I feel, is just starting to come a little bit more prominent. But all it's doing is it's balancing itself out even more. It's becoming more of a balanced, more drinkable beer the more I drink it. This, if you like your pumpkin spice beers, this is very, very good. You will really enjoy this. I am enjoying this. It's got a lovely mouthfeel. I've got it chilled rather than cold. I think that's just helping the flavours come out a little bit more. Yeah, but cinnamon, pumpkin up front. And that lovely bit of maple syrup and the vanilla at the back end there. It's a bit of a dessert beer, but it's not as sweet as I worried that it might be. Like I say, the lactose just balances it all out, makes it quite a nice, smooth, enjoyable beer. This is lovely. It's a really good beer. By far and away, the best pumpkin beer I've ever had. Not exactly much of a statement, because I haven't really had many good pumpkin beers. But this is terrific. That's a really enjoyable drink. Night Shift Brewing from Massachusetts. Whereabouts, Billy? Everett, was it? Everett in Massachusetts. Yeah, pumpkin pie scraper. Lovely beer. If you're lucky enough to get that around your neck of the woods, I suggest you you enjoy. That's a lovely beer. I really like that. I'll give that a solid 8 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed the review, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Till my next one, you take care.